Also, another free agent we got is the Ravens linebacker. Looking to get tagged is going to be Patrick Queen.
Stud.
Had a monster year.
He is
Stud.
so good.
Very good linebacker there.
Ravens there have a great linebacker core.
Well, they've been having the best linebacker core since the
Since
early 2000s.
late
so,
90s.
You know what I mean? It's like they just breed linebackers in Baltimore up there.
It's a desirable situation, like I was saying for
Yeah,
T. Higgins.
yeah. They just breed them up there.
T. Higgins, I don't see him going to the division. We won't
No,
trade
no,
him.
no. I just meant,
that
like,
won't happen, no.
Linebackers want to go to Baltimore because of the history of linebackers in Baltimore.
Facts.
Okay, yes.
And
yes.
they're not afraid to pay their linebackers. Like, let's be serious.
Well,
Oh,
got-
yeah, they're getting paid.
When the last 40 years you've had two best linebackers, you're allowed to pay
Exactly.
them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
Absolutely.
Well deserved.
What else you got in football other than free agents here?
We got some more. Xavier Howard is supposed to be getting released by the Dolphins along with Emmanuel Agba. Looks like they are dumping out house to make
Looks
some room
like-
to
yeah.
start paying.
you
They
gotta
got to
pay
start paying people. So
Sounds like
pay
some
that offense.
casualties.
and there is it's casualties of war.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay that offense down there.
I would love to see both of those players in Cincinnati.
Be nice, yeah.
Old Xavier
Xavier
Howard.
Howard is a top tier cornerback in my opinion.
Still.
So.
I agree.
I wouldn't mind having another quarterback up there at the New York Jets. The other side of the sauce. That'd be nasty.
They've already got one. Who is their second corner?
I'm not off the top of my head on that.
No, Michael Carter's one of their safeties.
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head on that one. I have to go back and read.
Yeah, they got another
Go
one
through
over there
that,
though
yeah.
already.
Yeah.
They got a good little
Yeah, they
defensive
got
back.
they have a
Right.
great secondary there. And
Oh yeah, they got a great secondary.
Do you guys think that Miami dumping these players, they're getting ready to pay Tua?
Ooh,
that's what I'm reading into it. Anyways,
That's
again,
scary.
this is Tua's first.
As quarterbacks
Healthy
go,
year.
those contracts jump the next guy. So
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes jumped Joe Burrow again, and it'll
Well,
have to
they're-
be Tua jumping Patrick Mahomes.
And
They're,
it's
they're
his-
going to keep jumping Patrick Mahomes no matter what. They'll
Yeah.
restructure his contract. He'll always be the hottest.
1,000%.
Yeah.
But Tua, he's like the only person so far, the only quarterback from that draft that hasn't signed their second contract.
He's scared to give him one,
Yeah.
though, man. But they also got
He-
Waddle getting ready to come off his rookie years.
Who Tyreek Hill has been recently talking up on social media in
Yeah.
the last week or so.
Yep.
Is high on Jalen Waddle. He said he is
buddy, yeah.
farther along in his career than Tyreek Hill was at
Right.
his stage.
Oh, Jalen Waddle's a stud.
I
Yeah,
love Jalen Waddle.
yeah.
That whole draft class with
Yeah,
receivers
that
was
was
just
stacked, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Before Tyreek got to Miami, Jalen Waddle was a stud.
Yeah.
So
He's so fast.
And they still got all the running backs, too, because A-Chain, he's going to have to get paid in a couple years. You got
Raheem Mostert
Yeah,
over there
Raheem
said that
Mostert.
nobody wants to race him.
Yeah.
that boy's
A-Chain
fast.
will.
Hey, I'm so glad for Mostert, dude. He came from the Niners, and he just could not really stay healthy.
Yeah, he's
I'm
had a
glad
good
to
year.
see him actually stay mostly healthy.
Now
Yeah,
he's going
good
to
year.
get replaced by A-Chain.
It happens.
No, but they run.
Running backs
Dual-
are two
dual
back.
back
running-
sets. They always have
NFL is
from-
now a two-back committee. You got to have two backs to keep these
I
guys
agree.
healthy. You know what I mean? That's how it's going to be. And you just happen to have the two fastest running backs on the same team.
Unless you got Christian McCaffrey.
With the two fastest
Yes,
receivers.
Then no one else gets a single touch.
Well, he's built different.
Elijah
okay?
Mitchell gets one touch per game, 1.3 touches a game.
It's usually a touchdown.
He's built,
Yeah.
he's built different.
He steals CMC's touchdown.
Yeah. I saw a couple things about Justin Fields. It's still very high talk about him going to the Steelers. Everything I see, Steelers.
I don't like it.
Not
I
sure
don't
what
want
Mike
him
Tom was
in the
doing over there,
North.
but he's got some tricks pulled up his sleeve to figure something out up
I'm
there.
going to
So.
stand firm that I don't think he should leave Chicago. I don't think they've given him enough of an opportunity.
I disagree on that one.
I think they've had the reins on him since he got in there, and they won't turn him loose.
Nothing against Justin Fields or the Bears, anything. I'm going to go with the Steelers here. Grab a quarterback and stick with the freaking guy. You can't keep changing quarterbacks every year and expect to win games. Yet somehow you all keep freaking making it to the freaking playoffs.
Look,
They're looking for a Big Ben. They can't find him out there.
Give this guy, give Kenny Pickett a line. Let's see what he can do.
I like Kenny Pickett. He was great in college.
I want to see what he can do.
Doesn't mean
In my
you're ready.
division, I want to see if Kenny Pickett is that guy or not. But you got to give him a line because he was running for his life last year.
You sound like you're biased just because you're a Bengals fan, but that's just me.
he just didn't really look like he was there. If Mason Rudolph comes in and outplays you, who's been a career backup, it could be because they changed their offensive coordinator in the middle of the year, potentially. But it's not a good look.
Their offense got worse after firing Canada.
It's not a good look if a career backup
I don't think it
comes
get
in.
any worse after that. That's for
It
sure.
did. Statistically, it got much worse after firing Canada.
I have to look into that.
Mason Rudolph, wasn't he putting up like 30 points a game when he came in and did that little win streak to get him to the playoffs? Like I said, if you get outplayed by a career backup while you're hurt, that's
hate
basically just
There's no
killing your
reason you all
career.
should be making playoffs.
That's just because Mike Tomlin's a great coach.
But I do have a little.
He got my respect.
I did have a little trivia with you guys here. Let's try this out.
Oh God, here we go.
Saw this list. I was looking through and I saw this list. It's the top 10 running backs since 2000s. The 2000s, top 10. So 2000 on. There's 10 running backs. How many can you name on this list?
I want to go on the record
On
saying
our-
I disagree with this list.
Corey Dillon,
All right,
Wrong.
let's see.
He's not on that list.
I know
Adrian Peterson,
Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson going to be on it.
That's your 1 and 2s.
Chris Johnson.
Nope.
Or 2000s.
Yeah, he would have been there, but
He's not on the list.
Oh.
Again, I disagree with this list.
I
Adrian
agree.
James.
Who?
Adrian James.
Yep. Bingo.
DeMarco Murray.
Nope.
Emmett Smith ain't on there, right? That was
No, that was,
Dude,
that was like early 90s. but
Drawing
yeah.
a blank on a name. He played for the Rams and he scored like 20 touchdowns a year.
Great guess. Great guess.
Todd Gurley.
No.
Todd Gurley. He's not on.
I guessed
Nope.
that last night. Todd
Yeah.
Gurley.
Nope. Not on there either.
What do we got? Which numbers do we
All
have?
right. So far
Christian
you got
McCaffrey.
1,
Christian
LT, Adrian Peterson,
Frank Gore, Christian McCaffrey,
Christian McCaffrey, Frank Gore, Adrian James,
because Frank Gore played for like 20 years.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's on there. He's 3. You're missing
disagree with him
5.
being at 3.
You're missing 5, 6, 7, and 9.
Oh, Le'Veon Bell.
Nope.
I said that last night
So
too.
this is blowing my mind.
Dang.
This is
All right. So
blowing my mind.
here's your list right here. So you got LT, hands down, number 1.
I disagree.
Number
Hey.
2, Adrian Peterson.
He should be number 1.
All right.
Them
Derrick-
two are number 1 and 2.
Right.
No matter
But-
where you put
But
them.
when they were playing, they were literally saying, "Who's the best running back not named Adrian Peterson?" They were not saying, "Who's the best running back not named LT?"
That's because LT was just on his way out when Adrian Peterson came in. So,
LT was that boy.
yeah, he is a dog.
Adrian Peterson missed like 2 or 3 seasons in his prime, and was still that dude.
He was a dude. 1-2 is a solid lock.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yes.
I agree.
I-
I just think they
Yeah,
should be five.
I think number 3 is a solid lock. Derrick Henry. The dude he's a beast. He's a king. He runs the ball. I mean, that's it. He's
I don't
a dude.
think he should be 3.
Okay.
He did kind of carry the Titans.
Marshawn Lynch, he's on there.
Sure is, yeah. So number 4, Adrian James. You got that one.
Yeah.
Number 5, Sean Alexander.
Oh yeah, he did have a monster
there in
year.
Seattle.
Boone
The
County.
local product here.
Yeah, local product.
Boone County, Kentucky.
Number 6, Priest Holmes.
Oh yeah,
Out
from
there,
Chiefs.
Shacey.
Yeah.
Larry
Number
Johnson's
7,
pretty good.
Shady. Sean
Sean
McCoy.
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 Number 8, Christian McCaffrey. Number 9, Marshawn Lynch. And number 10, Frank Gore. So I thought that was a pretty good list just to give us a little.
Christian McCaffrey's 8 and Derrick Henry's 3. There's a problem here, in my opinion.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is
Corey Dillon's not
utility.
on the list.
Bias. Utility
Chris
back
Johnson was
at the same
freaking
thing
nasty.
for 1 year.
So
Well, that's how.
he was still good.
You had
for
a better
more than
argument
that.
with Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
that's
Too
that's a
bad for
better
this game.
argument.
I was on him last night with Reggie Bush. I'm not sure how in the hell Reggie is not on that list. He was bad.
I see what you're saying at the same time, but
He
when I
was
go back and
bad
look at
in
them
the
stats,
UFC.
Sure.
that top 10 is
Bad New
that is
Orleans,
a
bad
top 10
Detroit.
running back list that you are
It was a
not going to
great,
beat.
great line.
You know what I mean? That's a hard line. That's a really good list of running backs.
I
Great
think
team.
the Chiefs had a better running back than Priest Holmes.
Larry Johnson.
No, they
the
never
one
did.
before.
He was averaging like 6 yards a carry, and he kept getting hurt. I'm drawing a blank on his name. I'm gonna
I'll have to come back
to
on
it.
that one. Come back to that one. So that's what I got for NFL. I mean, I just want to throw a little bit of trivia out there, get your minds running a little
Jamal
bit.
Charles.
Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles.
He went
Yeah.
to the Ravens too. Yeah, he played for
Great
the Ravens.
reference.
Yep.
The old
He was-
Jamar Charles.
Yeah.
He was a great running back.
Good little list. I like that. We should start having them more on here.
I can do that. I can put some together stuff like that. Yeah, I figured it'd
Get
just
little
be.
trivias.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
mostly NFL if you want me to answer.
We're gonna be
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I can do whatever. Yeah. So.
Be over here.
I can
fist
come in
fighting.
here with Bengals trivia, see what y'all know.
Before we move on to another topic here, I want to touch on Kansas City signing Matt Ariza, the punter.
Hey, punt god.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, I believe, he was dismissed in 2021.
Yeah.
I will say this. You didn't need him. It's cool that you signed him.
He's
He-
good.
Who's their
he
punter
was
now? Tommy
clean.
Townsend or something?
A great punter. But Tommy Townsend's going to be so upset. That's your
think
dog.
He's an unrestricted free agent, I believe, this year. And I guess I just didn't want to sign
Salary
him.
cap, baby.
I mean, he was even part of the party crowd.
And
Yeah.
you get a cheaper dude, and he had those false allegations that
Right.
All charges have been dropped
Yeah.
in that suit, but very controversial nonetheless.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
We won't get any farther into
Yeah.
that.
so
But
what's
he's good. He's
Yeah.
good to play.
good for the Chiefs, guys. When they needed a punter, that's exactly what they need. Another weapon.
I would love to have
Right.
Punt God as Bengals
All
punter.
right, so we're gonna get on
He
to
can change the
baseball
game.
here. I don't not much on baseball right now. I see a little bit of preseason going on. The only topic I really want to cover is all lineup, Cincinnati Reds lineup. Wouldn't mind covering that. Right now I got it pulled up here. It's DJ Friedel, center field, leading off. Matt McClain playing second base.
TJ Friedel's so good in the leadoff slot.
Yes, and dude, he's such a good bunter. God, such
Yes,
a good
he
bunter.
is.
Spencer Steer, left field.
Great power bat.
Jameer Candelario.
Candelario.
Playing first base. This conversation is good. Can be a deep one. So
We know how we feel about it.
Jonathan India, DHing. Ellie De La Cruz, shortstop.
We heard Barry Larkin's been working with Ellie in Arizona on
Ooh.
shortstop.
Yeah.
Barry.
And
Well-
if Barry's working with you, that's the captain.
Yeah,
bud.
well,
And you listen to
hopefully
what
he
the
teaches
man
him how to
says,
hit a
and you
curveball.
do it.
Hopefully, teach him how to hit a curveball.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be great.
Trouble with the curve.
Trouble with the curve. Noli Martina playing third. Will Benson, right field.
Will it be?
And then Tyler Stevenson catching. So they actually moved Willie B up this year.
see that.
Not a huge fan of that.
Well, maybe they're trying to light a fire under Tyler Stevenson.
They need to.
They need
Hey,
to, because
yeah.
his bat
This
is
team's
his
gonna
bat
win
is
some damn
fantastic.
games.
I agree.
Oh, it's gonna be
I
fun.
agree.
It'll be fun. Like I said, the Cantlero, still weird about that.
Oh,
we
I'm
had 37 first basemen already.
Yeah, a 3-year deal too for $30 million.
I'm kind of upset I'm not steering Strand in here. I mean, Encarnacion Strand. I mean, that's huge not being in the lineup. That's a lot of power.
He's had to not shown himself in spring training so far.
Right.
There's a reason he's not starting, and it's
I mean,
because you're not
I
performing.
love-
I'm sure he'll be the first one off the bench.
That's
Whoa.
the first baseman I want to see.
that. Yeah, I mean, he's big target, big body, hits the ball.
He is
well.
broad.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and I didn't understand. I'd rather see that money go to a pitcher instead of a first baseman. When you already
Ellie-
have 7 of them.
Ellie was saying that wait till you see this boy's bat. When he starts catching on to big league pitching, you're going to be impressed because he's
Strand.
he's lights out.
Yeah. So and that's a big thing about this whole lineup, man. All these guys here, all second-year players coming together. They all came up together. Like these,
Yes.
these are some homies.
Matt McClain and
They
Ellie,
do
best
not.
friends.
Yeah, they do not do anything without each other, and that's gonna be awesome when we're clicking and things are awesome and then just banging. It's gonna be fun to watch. But I love the lineup so far. I think we got a lot of good thing in there. Ellie hitting 6, that can be dangerous. That can be
I
very
agree.
dangerous down there. That's a lot of power and a lot of speed.
That's that second round.
Second
in,
round,
you're getting people on
100%.
bases. That's getting somebody on the bases that can
100%,
run.
yeah. And then just rolling it over. I would love to see Willie back in the 9 because I like that rollover thing he does. Him and Friedel do a fine job.
Old
Button
Willie,
over, you know
old
what I mean?
Willie Two Hops.
Oh yeah, Willie Bouncer there. So, well, yeah, that was just a little bit Reds I saw. So it was just a potential lineup. Just thought it was pretty neat. I just want to cover a little bit of that.
I got a quick question for you.
What's up?
So I'm not real big into baseball. I watch them up until the All-Star game, and then they usually start just falling apart after that. You think it's going to be same old, start off?
Well, this
Start off.
team's got fire. This team's got heart, and this team's
This team's
got
young.
they got a lot of drive right now.
We
It's-
have the youth and the energy and
Yeah.
the stamina. Hopefully,
yeah,
it's the pitching. That's when the fall off comes. Is when the pitching falls off. Injuries
yeah,
that late in the season with starting pitching.
yeah.
That's why we fall off. It's not because of our talent, our bats, our effort, or energy.
Yeah.
It is our starting pitching. You can't go more than 4 or 5 innings. Your bullpen is
Yeah.
getting worked out too much, and you fall apart. What
And
happens?
it's like the big thing about this year was we also got a lot of weight off our shoulders. We lost Griffey's contract.
Yeah.
We lost Votto's contract. There's so much more money
See ya.
to just take off your shoulders now. And not to mention Cincinnati fan base for what we've been through and what we are now experiencing is electrifying. We have the best fan base in baseball,
Oh, I
hands
agree.
down. But now that we have a team that can feed us and feed us and feed us, we will get weird down there. at GAB.
We were
But
just
it'll
talking
get
about
weird.
Opening day the other day,
Yeah.
and how exciting and the energy
Yeah.
in the city in that parade is just
It's crazy.
It's unlike
You've
anything
been around
else.
for 400 years. You're going to
Well,
have the fans.
Well, yeah, but we went through the dog days with these guys. Just like you being a Bengals fan, you come out of the dog days. We went to the trenches for this. Now, us baseball fans are like, oh my gosh, we have players. We have a team that's all fitting together. And it's just working. Everything's working right now. I mean, it's super. I mean, it
We've
gives
been
me
to the
chills.
games
It's awesome.
together. How much
Yes.
energy is in the stadium when we're at the games? It's
I caught the cycle by Ellie De La Cruz when we were
Yeah,
there
that
for
was,
that.
Well, that right there is the hands down will be
It
the
was-
best game you'll ever go to. In your
that
entire
stadium
life.
was as loud as an NFL stadium.
Right.
It was wild.
And
Yeah.
it's a lot easier from like a casual person to go just see a Reds game because
there's
let's
a
face it,
million of them.
Yeah, there are tons of them.
Yeah.
Usually,
162 of them.
yeah, you can find some cheap tickets at some point, and it just seems like every year it's build them up, build them up, build them up, build them
Hey.
up, and then it just
What we do,
get
buddy.
us as
That's
high as
fans,
we
that's
can,
what
and
That's
happens.
about the
slam
same.
back
About the
down.
same thing as the Niners.
I
Get to the
know.
Super Bowl and then they crash.
know.
Championship crash.
Crash.
Tired of it.
Get to the top of the mountain, crash.
I was,
So yeah, that was just a little thing I got from baseball. There it was
Yeah, I like
nice
to
to
see.
see, and I cannot wait for opening day, and I can't wait to watch Reds baseball. I'm
Agreed.
excited.
I'd like to see the Reds win close to 100 games this year.
I mean, I'll do weird things. It'll be
With
fun.
100+ steals would be pretty cool too.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have that. This team loves running.
That's why I love
They
it.
love
I love their
running.
And them boys fast too.
Them
Yeah,
boys
they-
fast.
Them boys fast. For sure.
and even though I'm not a big baseball fan, you can see the energy it gives to everybody around here. Like,
Right, yeah.
Cincinnati is a baseball city.
Yeah, we are a baseball city for sure.
When all our professional teams are doing good, everybody's having good
Right.
days.
So, for baseball, we'll go move on to college basketball here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up UK.
Go ahead.
Another heartbreaking loss.
And get that over with.
We're back at it again. Here we
Buzzer
go.
beater.
Yeah, buzzer beater. 1-point loss to LSU on Wednesday night. It's a couple stats. Reeves 25 points. Dillingham 23.
Reeves, did you mention, was at our local watering hole.
Oh yeah, that was a
At
good
the lake,
turnout.
at
Yeah,
Grand Slick Cafe last Sunday.
they said he did say, shout out to Antonio Reeves there, he said he had the best chicken wings he's had on the lick there. So
Awesome.
apparently they got good chicken wings down at the lick. Go check it out.
Absolutely.
Reeves
Reeves also, that's his 14th, 20th point game this year.
Yeah, so he's definitely in talks of the SEC Player of the Year for sure. He's
That's
up
awesome.
there. He's been banging.
He's such a scrawny little thing.
Yeah, he's not very big, that's for sure. But he's been shooting the ball. I mean, when he gets the ball right now on that 3-point line, it's like an automatic. It just bang, 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 bang. He's just banging everything out right now. It's awesome to see. It's fun to watch for sure.
Seemed like the only negative thing I got to say is he got to stay out of foul trouble. Seems like he gets in a lot of foul trouble in that game against LSU. He actually didn't have a foul at all the first half, which is great. That's what you want. He was putting up them numbers.
Well,
Early going into that second half,
yeah.
he had 3 fouls off ball.
That's because they figured out they could put his guy in the post, and now he has to try to bully him up. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
now,
and that just seemed like that was hurting him.
right, and that's when you got to switch your rotation. That's when you get Dillingham come off the bench, and you got Wagner going to shift down to play. You see what I'm saying? That's where that was Cal getting out coached again. Shocker. So somebody else made an in-game adjustment.
Do you mean to say that he cannot make in-game adjustments?
So someone made an in-game adjustment against Cal.
How dare
and
you say that?
Put the best player on the bench. It's kind of weird. So, but yeah, Reeves shooting the lights out of the ball, doing a fine
How
job.
great has Thiero been for this
And-
team?
Yes, so Thiero is our bread and butter right now. I
It's
think
beautiful.
his little dribble drive thing is awesome. He's kicking it, playing good defense. He's bodying up some big guys. He's actually putting some pounds on somebody. It's pretty nice seeing him play really good basketball. It's fun to watch right now.
8 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2
Yep.
steals, and 4 blocks.
Yeah, that's a stat line there. That's a packed stat line.
doing everything.
Yeah, another thing, same thing is on the
Shit.
Enso, longer than 32 minutes.
2 points.
32 minutes. Well, I'm cool with the not scoring thing.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying. But
It's
he
the
also got
defense.
7 rebounds and
Yeah.
a block. So
Yeah, so his defense is where he's won that battle over the set 37 footers because he's out there
it's 7
adjusting
foot.
shots. You
I
know,
don't care.
I
If you're
meant-
out there getting rebounds for Kentucky, you should be on the freaking court.
I mentioned.
Right.
I only
Because
mentioned
nobody else is.
I only mentioned the points because of offensive rebounds. You
Yeah.
at 7 foot tall should be getting some putbacks. That's all I'm saying.
right? So yeah, I mean, it's nice seeing Thero and Anienzo out there playing really good minutes. They both are contributing. It's a good thing to see. It takes a lot of pressure off the guards. You know what I mean? Because you got Thero cutting now. Now all your guards are open. I mean, we love seeing Reed Shepard open. I know he didn't score a lot of points this week, but he'll come back around. Dillingham, he come in, drop a 23 banger on him. Glad to see him back in his rare form because he had a couple of low games there.
I think the game Saturday, the Reed Shepard only had 1 3-pointer attempted in that game too. So something.
He's back to being a floor general right now,
which is fine.
His dad did the same thing,
which is fine.
Fluctuated like that. So, injuries. We still got Mitchell with a shoulder injury.
Do you think he plays tomorrow? Tomorrow.
I haven't really. I mean, we need him back. It'd be nice to have him
back.
But I
haven't. Second injury stint in like the last month.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing yet on a return or nothing like that. Nobody's really said anything.
I know he was like doubtful to play. Obviously,
I feel like they said that every game.
Tuesday or Wednesday,
so, but I don't see like watching him, the charisma on the bench. I don't see him coming back. Is the way I look at it. So, well, yeah, that was.
They stormed the court, obviously, there in the Bayou, but they also got fined $100,000.
Then they have to pay that to the school.
That money goes directly, if it's a conference game, it goes directly to the opponent. So Kentucky just got $100,000 from LSU for the fans storming the court, and this comes from Caitlin Clark getting hit by a fan when they played at Ohio State and got beat, and they stormed the court. Caitlin Clark,
she got rolled her ankle or something.
The apparently not GOAT, according to
Jay Williams.
Because he went to Duke. We can't really hold it against him here. He's stupid.
So yeah, I mean that was storm the court. What did you beat a team that's got 8 losses? Like, why are you storming the court?
You
know what I mean? Like, that is not solidifying nothing. Granted, you beat Kentucky, yes. When you play Kentucky, it's 9 times out of 10 that's your championship game.
That's exactly right.
I get that, but read the records, read the room, you know what I'm saying? There was no reason for that. LSU played a good basketball game.
And the way it ended, played into that as well.
The excitement on the buzzer beater, right after y'all just went down and scored to take.
Oh, I get it, yeah, but it's an 8-loss team. You did not beat nobody.
Agree.
Like, maybe if you go in there, you're playing at Purdue and you beat them. Cool, I get that.
Or somebody's 20.
You know what I mean?
20
or UConn.
It's Kentucky.
24
right. I see what you're saying, but I just think storming the court there was
Kentucky used to
win
championships.
Yeah, we'll get back to there a couple years from now.
Speaking of eight lost teams, Kentucky and Florida, both of them with 8 losses. Both of them the only 2 teams in the top 25 with 8 losses. What's Kentucky right? I think there was 17.
17, yeah. So a quick spot on that Florida there. Florida and Alabama went into overtime. Was that Wednesday night? And,
great game.
Yep.
Yeah, they went to overtime.
Great game.
98.
7-0 run there.
Alabama beat them 98-93, which I've read into Florida a little bit there. They said they're going to be a dangerous team come tournament time. It's going to be even the SEC. I think there'll be a team that's going to be giving a lot of team handfuls. So that was a ranked Alabama team too.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, that was number 13 Alabama.
Yeah. So.
See, there was someone here. Sam.
Another big upset, since we're on that topic right now, number 4 Arizona lost to ranked 21 Washington State.
I am so happy about that.
I hate
Caleb Love so much.
Got a love-hate relationship over there right now.
He obviously went to North Carolina for a couple years, and he was just so fantastic for us that I'm so saddened to see him gone and losing elsewhere.
Right.
So much hate in the heart. You gotta let that go. Open yourself up to love.
Yep. So
I love watching him lose.
See, I like it. I like that energy.
Out of win streaks in the top 25, St. Mary's is on a 14-game win streak. They're at rank 18. Are they as serious as they looking out to be?
St. Mary's. That's like playing Gonzaga over there in the West Coast, bud. They'll do their thing in their conference, and then they'll show up to the big game and get blown out.
Exactly. This time of year, they're only playing conference opponents, and there's nobody in that conference to play.
Right. I mean, the only team that was in that conference was Gonzaga, and they're not even in the ranked top 25 anymore. So they're really just playing.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen St. Mary's play.
They're playing high school basketball.
They're a tough team, and they'll be a tough team in a tournament. But they're not as good as maybe they're not top 4, top 5 material.
So you're not worried about them?
I did not say that. Because I'll say that, and then they'll beat North Carolina first round tournament.
Yeah.
UConn, big loss by Creighton.
Creighton, yep.
Creighton's on an 8-game win streak as well.
That was right after Purdue lost.
or I lied,
'cause
4-game.
Purdue jumped into number 1. I think you guys covered that Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then they turned around and lost. And then UConn turned around and lost. I'm telling you, man.
I know.
UConn went to number 1.
Being ranked right now is scary. It's not fun.
That was Creighton's first win over a number 1 team ever.
Really?
Ever.
Huh.
Yeah. They're
And,
on a 4-game win streak with that as well.
Coach McDermott's 600th career win. So
Hey, good coach.
congratulations.
That old Dougie McDermott over there knows what he's doing.
Dougie McBuckets,
Yeah,
man. How
Dougie
fun
knows
was
what he's
that?
doing, yeah.
Well, yeah, UConn bothered me Tuesday. I was hyping them up. Like, yeah, UConn's that team. I think they're going to go. I
They're
don't see
tough.
them losing anytime soon
They're
or
good.
here in the future. Boom, right after that, they lost.
Yep.
I'm like, all right.
That's
well,
what I'm saying, man.
Creighton just didn't want to miss.
That's why you play. That's why you play the game. They say. I mean, if it was off by book stats, they're fine. But you play the game, it's what happens.
They were on a 14-game win streak. UConn was
Yep.
when they lost.
You cursed them. Good job.
Hopefully I didn't curse Sam Mary's. I want to see them do something. I ain't never seen them play, but they won 14
Travis,
games.
your BYU, your Brigham Young team 25 there won against Baylor.
Yeah.
70-71. Since you shouted them out on Tuesday there.
Yeah.
BYU, they're fighting to stay in it. I like it.
I know that Kansas team, boy, them boys are struggling over there, Jayhawk area. They are struggling.
We love to see that too.
Walking chalk, Jayhawk to the house, boys, because they are struggling.
Houston's fighting their way up the board, and
Houston's
they're
always
looking for the
Houston-
number 1 spot.
Houston's a good basketball team, man. They've always been there. They've been there the last 5 years, like flirting in the top 5 all year. Man,
Houston's a good team.
very good
4-game
team.
win streak.
I'm
Right
not mistaken. They was in the championship game last year. Correct, Kyle? Or am
That's
I wrong
correct.
there? Yes, correct. So, yeah, they've been there for a minute. Yeah,
2 years
2 years
ago,
ago,
because
okay, yeah.
they beat North Carolina in the championship game.
correct. Yeah, so they
Darn.
got some good things going on down there. in
Remember I said I
Houston.
didn't really care if they lost? There's reasons.
There's reasons.
Number 12 Illinois lost as well by 1 point at Penn State.
Yeah, so it's a scary time right now in basketball. That's for sure. And this is all conference play, so it's gonna get wild for sure.
We're going to find out who's who here coming up.
Right? Yeah.
I'm glad that these teams are getting upset. It makes them more exciting.
Oh, it's definitely a lot more entertaining to watch when you got these teams that have been running basketball for so long. And like I said, I'm a huge college or Kentucky basketball fan, but them losing and then they got to fight and get that dog out of them. You know what I'm saying? That's every team right now.
You have to face
Just like
adversity.
North Carolina, they got to go out there. We don't know if they're going to win or not. It used to be North Carolina, Kentucky winning. That's all we used to know. Now it's, oh shit, we lost one. Now we got to find another person to step up.
Mhm.
Who's our next big player? Who's our next? And then you're getting these kids that are growing so fast and learning so much at this stage now. It's really exciting time to be a college basketball fan for sure.
Yeah, back when Kyle said Kentucky used to win championships, yeah, they'd go undefeated and win championship. 8 games for Kentucky is unheard
It's a lot.
of.
Yeah, it's a very, very high number. So
You lose 1 or 2, it's like, okay, we're having a bad
usually
year.
9 times out of 10, if you lose 8 games in Kentucky, you lose your job, but not Calipari. So
We shouted out Rick Pitino on Tuesday's show.
Yeah,
and
speaking of
this
Rick
team
Pitino,
he wins
sucks.
championships. He even won Tubby Smith a championship.
yeah, he's still not happy up there at St. John's.
He is pissed.
Yeah, and they had a big win. They actually won the last game.
He said they wanted to get to 500 and he'd be
Yeah.
happy. Yeah.
Well, maybe he put a lighter, lit someone's ass too up there. You know what I mean? I know Ricky P. He yelled at somebody. I promise you
If
that.
I'm on that team and the way he talked about that team, yeah, I'll fire under my ass,
Right, yeah.
too.
He was naming players.
Oh,
You slow.
What's-
You slow. You're slow.
You can't
like
shoot.
you all covered though. Like he knows what he's doing. He's
That's
been
true.
doing it for so long. I mean, he's one of the greatest. I mean, top 10, possibly somewhere in there. Conversation. You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
He could be there.
I agree.
But like he took the biggest program in college basketball to titles. Then he got in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, cool. Then he goes to your school and he tells you suck. You have to turn it around soon.
it's
simple
because
as
you
that.
suck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because you suck. Like there's a reason why you don't play basketball at Kentucky or North Carolina or Duke because you suck, like he said. So now these kids are like, oh shit, this dude is here. He wants to win. Hopefully get some kids in that same mentality now, and they're ready to go out there and start fighting up there in the Big East Conference up there.
That's good for them, though. I mean, if he didn't get in trouble, they would probably want to get an experienced person like him to
Right.
come in and teach them as much as he is going to be able to teach
For
them.
sure, yeah.
Like, they're not going to be playing at UK. They're not going to be playing at Louisville. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
For them to get this thing it's rough in the beginning, but it's one of those things like, hey, take the lesson, suck it up, learn what he's teaching you, and use
not there to be your friend. He's
No,
there to
yeah.
be your coach.
for sure. So
Anything else on college basketball? We covered quite a bit there.
that was nice. That was nice college basketball. segment
Just
there.
women's, real quick. Caitlin Clark's Iowa
Still
Hawkeyes
balling.
lost last night to Indiana.
Oh,
They
no,
got
there
whooped by
goes her
19
goat.
points. It was bad.
Yeah,
Hey.
she only scored, like 23 points, her lowest
She
game
had
in for a while.
24. Yeah, just 24, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. No big deal.
Jay Williams got that insight. Maybe she ain't the goat.
Hey,
Hey, they stormed the court.
I don't know.
I
It was
Actually,
at
I'm
Iowa.
pretty
Clark,
sure
it's
the way
worth
I've been seeing on Sports Center stuff when Iowa plays, man, it's like enhanced security now for
Absolutely.
Caitlin Clark. So like when the game's over, they literally have the entire court shut off right now before they even shake hands. They're shutting that shit down. Like that will never be a thing again. Well, while she's around,
She is that famous in
Yeah,
women's
yeah,
sports.
she's making everybody so much money right now.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm about to say.
That's a freaking meal ticket right now.
Yeah, she's putting women's basketball on the map.
Yeah,
She
that's
is
crazy.
selling out arenas.
Yeah.
There ain't no teams are selling out. She.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then when she gets to the WNBA, man, I don't know what they're gonna do.
It
Like,
could
I
be-
know they're not gonna be able to pay her as
I
much
want
money
to see
she's making
somebody
now.
up there stop her.
It could be huge.
I said, I want to see someone up there that's going to stop
There's
her.
players that can stop her up there. There's some really good women basketball players up there. Well, I don't know names or stats, but I'll catch a couple highlights here and there on sports. There's some really good basketball players up there.
I mean, I've never watched the
Yeah.
WNBA.
Well,
So.
the crowd that's going to follow her to the WNBA, though,
It's going to be huge.
this could
Yes.
like literally change the sport of the WNBA.
They can finally start making money instead of
Yeah,
losing
Good
money.
for her. For it.
Right.
Good for
Yeah.
her.
I mean, good for the organization too.
Yeah.
And love that. Love to see it. So it's really nice to see a female strive. She's striving right now. It's nice to see. So
Absolutely. I got a little NASCAR news here. Sunday, February 25th, coming up, we got the Ambetter Health 400, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
another big track.
Should be fun.
Another big track.
Should be a good race.
More wrecks.
Let's go, Brad Keselowski.
I'm glad it's back on.
More wrecks.
I don't
baby.
even know if
I'm
he's
a
racing
fan.
this one. I think he is.
Oh, he's definitely racing.
Oh yeah, and you know exactly what he's gonna do.
Wreck
Lag-
somebody.
Wreck
Wreck
Logano
somebody.
because
Yeah.
Logano. He hit Logano.
He's going to get blamed for doing
Yeah.
something that he probably did but didn't really do.
Yeah. Well,
Nah, I like this new Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain, good driver, very good driver.
I like him.
Very good
Keselowski's
driver.
getting old.
He's great for the sport.
I'll have to find a new driver. Keselowski's staying in anymore.
He's still there. He's still a dog.
Yeah.
He ain't afraid of nobody.
Keselowski's
hell
just
no.
there to make sure you don't win. He's not trying to win. He's just trying to make sure you don't win.
No, the only person he does not like
Joey
Logano.
Logano.
That's all. He does not want Logano to win. If Logano's in front, he's going to wreck him. I promise you that. He does not care. He'll come from 10th to wreck him.
Yeah,
I wanna
who do-
That's what
I want to
he'll
see
do.
NASCAR bring back the little proximity chat where they can talk to each other in cars. They took that away from them.
Well, that's what their spotters up there are doing anyway, so they are still talking to each other, really.
I know, but to hear the trash talking that I was listening to earlier on
Yeah.
freaking TikTok on those, I'm like, this is awesome. They really do need to bring this back.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
They should let them box afterwards. I'm
Hey,
tired. of seeing
sometimes
people
they
get-
do.
Hey, give it like a hockey thing. Like, hey, give them a couple, 1, 2.
Right.
Because a lot of these guys.
Whoever hits the ground first,
Yeah.
ever.
Yep.
Just like hockey. They
That's
let
what
them
I'm
fight in
saying.
hockey.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hit the
Just
ground,
like-
we'll pull you guys apart.
I want to see the NFL do that too. You know, one fight a game.
Hey, I'm taking
Hey.
bring back
Duke it
Andre
out.
Johnson.
Hey, we got Trent Williams, dude. Let's go.
Bring back Andre Johnson.
As
Your
long,
baddest dude versus my baddest dude.
as long as they don't get kicked out the game, I got Trent Williams.
Hey, Vontez, get off of freaking Madden. Get back on the
Get your ass
Bengals.
off the couch, perfect. Get stretching.
They're gonna
He's
be,
over there playing Madden, making money now.
they be hiring enforcers.
That's funny.
Anything else? Any more?
Oh, I'm
Golf?
sure we got some golf.
We will catch everybody up on golf. We're through 2 rounds at the Mexico Open. The leaders are sitting at 11 under par. Matt Wallace of England. The local Alvaro Ortiz is a local fan favorite. He's also sitting at 11 under. My pick of the week, Emiliano Grillo, is at 6 under par. He went 400 today, but he doubled 18. So he was 6 under.
Ouch.
It was the stupidest thing I've ever
Bad
seen in my life.
old
His ball striking was been immaculate all day, and he pulls one into the water on a par 3. It's just silly. Marty's pick is
Højgaard,
Nikolai Højgaard. He's at 4 under par.
Mhm.
Both of them are well above the cut line, so they're going to see weekend play.
Very nice.
Collect a paycheck this week.
Yep.
Nice.
Should be fun. Should be a fun finish.
Yeah, it'd be a good golf played Saturday and Sunday. I think the weather's really nice down there right now too.
Very breezy in the
Breezy,
afternoons
okay.
there in Mexico. So the earlier waves seem to be doing better, but that's not happening for many players.
I need to
tomorrow.
start getting into that golf thing y'all do, so I can have somebody to cheer for on golf.
How you feeling with your pick?
We know a guy.
He's 5 strokes back. It's obviously still too early to tell. I like the pick. He's obviously going to collect a check, and that's all I'm looking for. But I'm not going to give up on him yet.
Hey,
First place.
Golf's got 2 more days for a reason, bud. All I got to do is shake one ball, and it's downhill after that. Golf is very frustrating.
He's not going to have the pressure of playing in the final group or having a huge following. It's smaller crowds just because it's in Mexico alone.
Right.
So it's very low key, calm atmosphere. So hopefully the spotlight's not on him in the final couple pairings, and he goes low on moving day.
All he's got to remember is all in the hips and find his happy place. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Find his happy place.
Yeah.
It's all in the hips.
R.I.P. Chubbs.
R.I.P. Chubbs. Anything else on golf?
Just one quick subject on Charlie Woods. We got to talk about it. He played in a qualifying event to try to get into next week's tour event. However, he did not succeed in qualifying.
Did not qualify.
He shot. What was the number?
Yeah.
I do. It was a 16 over par 86. He shot at this event, and it was in Palm Beach. It was at
Dad's course down there.
I don't
it's
do
a
that
home-
at Kincaid.
kind of his home course.
So I don't even do that at Kincaid.
He's 15 years old,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he'll his time will come.
be
But
fine.
it was awesome that he was trying to even get in. And he was
Right.
trying to qualify his way
Yeah,
in.
that's awesome.
Maybe he gets a coach. Maybe he finds a coach.
He took a 12 on the par 4 7th hole. 12.
He
Dang.
hit the ball in the wrong spots.
I don't even know how you would do that.
Don't you max out like 10?
I've
No,
Marty,
no,
like
it's
I
like
golf
7
with
over
Marty,
par.
and I don't even see you take 12s very often. You know what I mean?
Ooh, shots
You hear
fired. He
that?
said
Hey,
very
watch
often.
out, Charlie Woods. I'm coming for you, baby.
Charlie
Hey.
Woods
Marty's
taking
using the
12s.
15, 16.
Oh,
They took the top 25 players from the event too, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was a small entry.
Right,
He
yeah,
could have
that's-
made. Well, he'd have had to play again Monday. He'd have had to play again this coming
Right.
Monday, and then they take the top 4 players from that would play the weekend or the event.
Bad week or
Bad
bad
week.
day,
He'll have
whatever that
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe his back hurts like his old man.
and he still got time.
He's been
He
carrying his
sprained,
dad.
he sprained his ankle.
He's been carrying his dad.
Sprained his ankle on a shot.
Well, let's see, Charlie. He'll come around. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's 15.
Yeah, he's 15, probably playing against people that's 7, 8 years older than him. You know what I mean? That's a big pressure, big feat. You know what I mean? I know your dad is Tiger, and he knows what the world's about, but being out there and actually physically playing, I'm sure that was a lot for
And
him.
I imagine the crowds were all
Everywhere.
over him.
Yeah, I'm sure
The
he couldn't
media.
even move. Right.
Can't wait for the video game Charlie Woods PGA Tour.
Yeah, hey.
Hell yeah.
So,
I hope he gets it. Good for him if he does.
All right. Well, we do want to thank everybody to tuning in. Yeah, thank everybody for tuning in again on the Creekside Sports. We are the Creekside Dogs. Thanks for having us.
Have a great night.